all of us are friends of Congressman PD Barsaga and the wife, Mayor Jenny. So pinababayaan lang namin. Pero lumalaki ng lumalaki, parang nagtatraction daw siya, nagte-trending daw, ganyan. Okay lang 'yon, no? Kaya lang sa akin, parang nasisingil kami sa NUP na bakit naman nagdala kami ng member na ganun ang sasabihin, hindi lang tungkol sa Kongreso, tungkol sa buong gobyerno, no? At parang parang hindi yata, kumbaga he is not well. Alam mo 'yon? And I think everybody is seeing that, 'di ba? Na parang all is not right, 'di ba? Parang so that's because of that, medyo parang matahimik kami, hindi na naman kayo, inaano na, wala tayong magagawa eh, yun talaga yung opinion ng bata, ganyan. Pero siyempre, parami nangyayari. Bago ko bigay sa inyo yung aming presentation on the actions that we in the party have decided to make, ikwento ko lang sa inyo, dalawa pang bagay. Kanina, tanghali, pumasok siya sa opisina ng majority leader. Sinara niya yung pintuan, tapos sabi niya, everybody sit down. No? I want to tell you about my plans for what to do with Congress, sabi niya. I am running for speaker, sabi niya, no? Tapos lumapit siya sabi niya, ikaw, sabi niya, if you will join me, I will make you deputy speaker. Ganun ang mga salita niya. So, siyempre nagulat lahat doon, ano? Wala naman nag-react masyado. Si majority leader, siyempre, was the gentleman that he is, pinabayaan lang siya. And then, sabi niya, well, why are you here? Ginaganyan siya. No? So anyway, nagkaroon sila ng mga insidente doon. Hindi umalis, siyempre, hindi naman pinapaalis dahil mabait yung mga na-adapt na niya doon eh. So walang nangyari, and then lumabas siya. No? And then, but I think, dito, kung kagagaling ko lang sa session hall, sa plenary, umiikot siya ngayon, is campaigning to be speaker. And sinasabi niya, he is going daw to declare all seats vacant, mga ganyan. Kung anong sinasabi niya na, alam mo, for us who are there, na, di gawin mo yung gagawin mo, pero, parang wala sa lugar, parang hindi dapat actions ng mga congressman na maayos ito. And itong pinag-aalala namin, na baka akalain ng ating mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na ngayon that Congress is under siege. Lahat kami, we are under a microscope. Diba? Tinitignan kami about our behavior, our everything. Diba? And kami, we want to be upfront about everything. We want to disclose whatever needs to be disclosed. Salin, kunin nyo lahat yan. We're trying our level best to earn the trust of our people. Okay? So medyo mahirap itong biglang may papasok na gino that will distract everybody from the serious stuff that we are doing. And with misguided behavior, will direct the people's attention to things that are not true, to things that are not proper, and to things that should not be discussed in a responsible gathering like Congress. Okay? So dahil dyan, nagdidesisyon kami na maybe, kumbaga, kahit na ba may mga anak tayo na mahal naman natin, naintindihan naman natin na bata pa sila, na dapat talaga tuturuan natin, di ba? Tutulungan natin na makarating sa tamang lugar. May panahon na talagang ang damage na ginagawa ay lumalabas na sa ating bakuran. No? So this is not just a damage to NUP anymore. Kasi kung yun lang, talagang pagpapasensya namin lahat yan eh. Dahil alang-alang sa kanyang tatay, no? But the damage is going everywhere, no? Tinitira yung Senate President, tinitira yung ating Senate President pro tempore, who is the head of the Blue Ribbon Committee. Tinitira lahat ng cabinet members, yung Justice, yung DILG, yung DPWH at a time, when it's a very sensitive period, not just for us here in the House of Representatives or DPWH, but the whole country. Kasi we have to resolve this issue of the, mga flood control and so on. And hindi maganda na nabababo yan, natatabi, and then kung ano-anong mga lumalabas, na parang hindi naman seryoso, kundi ang balak lamang is manggulo. Okay? So, dahil gusto namin ipakita sa Kamara na Hindi kami sang-ayon sa ganyang klaseng behavior na will be disruptive to Congress, will be disruptive to the orderly running of our government. Naisip namin na we have to do something. And malungkot na malungkot kami dahil gagawin namin ito. This morning talaga, in fact, hindi kami unanimous no, sa partido. And NUP, kadalasan unanimous naman kami talaga eh. Pero hindi kami unanimous. No? Dahil lang iba nagsasabi, hindi, pabayaan na lang natin, let's just time it properly. Wag na lang muna natin gawin itong gagawin natin. Kaya lang, we said that last week. No? And habang tumatagal, mukhang hindi humuhupa eh. No? Parang nagagasolinahan eh. No? Lalong tumitindi ang sunog. So sabi namin, hindi, pananagutan ng partido namin, it's our responsibility to our districts, di ba? Sa aming mga distrito. Na dapat naman sabihin ng mga aming botante na may seryoso naman kami mga tao dito at wala naman kaming pinapayagan na ganyan mambababoy na lang sa mga institusyon natin sa gobyerno. Kahit galing sa tao na is not well. Okay? So ito ngayon ang amin. So natapos kami sa ganito. Sige, let's bring it before the Ethics Committee. Because what is important here is not the culpability of the individual. Ito i-emphasize ko to hindi kami naghahabol ng tao dito. It's not culpability of the individual that we are focusing on. We are focusing on the standard of behavior that is expected from us here. Ano ba talaga yung dapat maging palakad namin sa aming paglingkod dito sa ating bayan, di ba? In fact, pumunta kami kay Speaker, sinabi namin gagawin namin to. Ayaw namin gawin ito kasi ayaw namin ma-distract yung tao sa mga importanteng dapat isipin, Pero sabi namin, pag hindi natin in-address ito, parang pinabayaan na lang natin yung kahit ano na lang behavior ng congressman pwede dito sa Congress. Kung ano-anong dahilan pwedeng gamitin, di ba? O medyo nagkasakit ako, o medyo may high blood ako, kaya uminit lang ulo ko, ganyan. No, actually, there are absolute standards of behavior that we have to apply on ourselves. Okay? At kung i-apply namin sa sarili namin yan, we have to apply it even to those people that we care about. The people that we love, the people that we care about, and we want to take care of in Congress, like our members. Okay? So, ganun pa man, ito ngayon ang aming decision. We are going to make a motion, our party, to bring this whole issue to the Ethics Committee. Kasi there are a number of things that we feel need to be clarified in terms of proper behavior dito sa Congress, Kasi 300 yung members, Okay, the first one is a violation of the House Code of Conduct, Rule 20, bibigyan namin kayo ng later on, Section 141. The rules provide that, quote, members shall act at all times in a manner that shall reflect credibility on the House. By using his verified official social media platforms to disparage government institutions, Representative Barsaga has dragged not only himself but the House into disrepute. Second, a violation of Republic Act No. 6713, Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. The law requires that public officials, quotation, act with justness and sincerity, close quote, and refrain from acts contrary to law, good morals, and public policy. Okay, on the contrary, Representative Barsaga's posts display obscene and abusive content and language aimed at undermining public trust in government institutions. Pangatlo, unethical conduct that potentially violate Article 142 of the Revised Penal Code, which is the article on inciting to sedition. Alam mo, nakakalimutan na natin kadalasan. Ano ba itong inciting to sedition na to? Siguro, mabuting mapaalala natin sa lahat ngayon what exactly that means. Now, itong batas na to, hindi nangyari ito dito sa administrasyon na to. Matagal na ito. In fact, internationally, these are the normal provisions that come in when we talk about inciting to sedition. His posts do more than just insult the government. They invite disaffection and arguably stoke violence and uprising. Words that weaken confidence in lawful authority and stir contempt for government carry the seditious character that is prohibited by our penal laws. Okay? So again, we'll bring it before the Ethics Committee so that we will know what are the standards of behavior with respect to inciting to sedition. Alam mo, ganito ito eh. Sana dito na lang sa plenary hall niya sinabi yung mga gusto niyang sabihin. Di ba? Ang nangyari kasi, linalagay niya sa social media niya, which is actually a public document already. And it is beyond the immunities that we all have here in Congress. Di ba? And finally, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. No? The words and conduct of a congressman are not ordinary. They carry weight, authority, and influence. No? Kasi we are elected officials. No? So when spoken responsibly, they can inspire. When spoken recklessly, they can destroy. By weaponizing his official platform to denigrate the government, Representative Barsaga betrayed the dignity of his office and diminished the very institution he is a part of. Sabi nga nung ibang miyembro namin kung sinasabi niya na puro magnanakaw dito, bakit hindi siya mag-resign? Pero sabi ko, hindi na. Let's not bring it there. I'm not interested in his resigning or not resigning. I'm interested in the Ethics Committee defining for us what are the standards of behavior that congressmen should bind themselves to. Okay? Gets natin yan, no? I want to make that very clear. Hindi namin hinahabol si Representative Barsaga. Even the Speaker does not want us to do what we are proposing to do. Okay? But we are going to do this kasi we feel responsible for what has happened, dahil nga miyembro ng partido namin yan. I signed a certificate of nomination and acceptance for him. And we want him to also be held to account for this. And I know that he is not well, pero he is well enough to write this material. So I believe he is well enough to defend himself. No? So the Committee on Ethics and Privileges exists precisely, diba, to address situations like this and give clarity to everybody. Pinapaliwanag dapat ng committee na yan what the people expect, no, rightfully, from their elected representatives. So, kami, as a party, we assert that the House of Representatives must maintain the standards that distinguish it as an institution worthy of public respect. Marami sa amin, ako, kababalik lang. Yung iba, siguro, 1/3 ng partido ko, mga unang salta lang dito sa House, no? Ayaw namin na maging malabo sa aming mga bagong miyembro kung ano ang dapat pamamalakad dito at anong klaseng behavior ng mga tao. No? So, we believe that the committee has both the right and the duty to describe the responsibilities and obligations of the members and the duty to discipline our members when such behavior is not properly met. Okay? So that is the tenor of what we're doing here. Now, let's go into what we are going to present as evidence. Siguro tatayo na lang ako if I may go there to the other mic. Para hindi ko parang itong... Okay, so ito yung first cause, conduct prejudicial to the service. Okay, the rule. Congressman's words and actions carry weight, authority, and influence. When spoken responsibly, they inspire. When spoken recklessly, they destroy. Okay, he chose the destructive path, no? Weaponized official platforms to denigrate government, betrayed the dignity of office and public trust by posting crude and lewd contents, no? So let's see what he has been posting. Okay? So, ayan. Sawa na ako sa mga bitches. Gusto ko na yung mga good girl na loyal, kahit 3 lang, masaya na ako. Then you look at the pictures he is posting. Yung magawain ba yan ng matinong congressman? Next. Honestly, I'm not interested in basketball. Napunta lang ako sa mga basketball opening para panoorin ng mga muse na nagja-jumbo hotdog. Okay? Sige, kayo na magsabi sa akin, Kuya Matt, kung kapatid natin ang pinag-uusapan niya, tinan niyo nga itong mga pinapakita niya. Yan ba kilos siya ng matinong congressman? Yan ba yung papayagan natin? For sale, Kiko. fuckboy. Oh. Di ba? Tingnan ninyo. Oh, next. Bakit may mo once month pero wala bakit? Gusto mo bang isang buwan yung mens mo? Mga ganun eh. Okay? Now, alam ko sa iba nakakatawa yan. Okay? Pero matanda na kami, hindi na kami masyadong natatawa dahil pinagdaanan na namin lahat ng klaseng birong ganyan eh. Pero hindi ganito eh. You know, this is out in social media. It demeans women and it offends me eh. Personally So, hindi pa pwedeng ganyan eh. Oh, next. Yan, tinan ninyo. Alam niyo yung mga rally na ganyan, may bata dyan. Naalala niyo yung panahon yata ni President Pinoy, meron mga naglagay ng mga ganyan-ganyan sa mga rally nila at na problema sila sa COMELEC eh. Bakit ngayon okay na yan? Tapos hindi lang gagawin sa rally. Di ba, kung sa rally lang, gusto niyang ipalaganap yung ganyan sa distrito niya, sa Dasmariñas, gawin niya yon. Bakit niya ikakalat sa buong bansa? Ano bang tingin niya sa kababaihan natin? Bababuhin na lang ng ganyan. Di ba? Sige, go pa. Lalagyan niya ng pera yung ano. Oh. Di ba? I know he is not well. But we cannot allow this behavior to be unresponded to eh. Kailangan magsalita tayo. Hindi pwede yung ganyan. Hindi pwede babuyin yung mga babae natin, kababaihan natin ng ganyan. Di ba? We live in a decent society. We're trying to develop good moral character in our children. This is not helping. And he is a congressman. He is using his official website to say these things. Sabi sa akin mga kapartido ko, eto na naman, mainit na naman ang ulo mo. Hindi. Hindi, masakit ang loob ko. Hindi mainit ang ulo ko. Sakit na anak ni PD ito eh. Alam niyo, tinan niyo yan. Oh, sige, go. Oh. Yan, maggaganyan ka ng pera. Tama bang behavior ng congressman yan? Eto nga tayo, ang dami binabatikos dito dahil mga ganyan tungkol sa pera. Tapos ganyan, papayagan namin yan. Dahil he is not well. Siguro, kung gawin yan ng iba, bakit pinalusot nyo yan? Kami, hindi nyo ginaganyan. Highest paid careers, politician. Ano yung sabi niya? Ako yan? Parang ganon. Ha? Yun, nakikita niyo yan. Oh. Now, okay, nakakatawa. O, lagay mo na sige, yung maraming naniniwalang ganyan. Pero congressman siya eh. Di ba? Kung siya walang kasalanan, bakit sinasabi niya yung tatay niya ganyan? Sinasabi niya yung nanay niya ganyan? Kinausap namin ng nanay, sabi niya, hindi ko makontrol yung bata eh. Kung sana, sinuway na lang ng nanay at tumigil na sila at ilinagay niya sa maayos yung kanyang mga post na hindi naman nakaka-insulto sa kababaihan natin, okay lang, papabayaan namin. Wala daw magagawa, but somebody has to discipline this boy. We cannot allow this to be propagated as if it is normal. Di ba? O, next. Ito. A member shall act at all times in a manner that reflect credibility on the House. Ito ang kanyang mga kwan eh. The use of official verified Facebook page to disparage government. Okay? Because, you know, in other countries, they will look at the official Facebook pages of legislators. You will get somebody from the United States, from Europe, people in the finance sector of their respective financial institutions. I-research nila yung Pilipinas. Ano ba yung mga congressmen sa Pilipinas? Lalabas yung mga sinasabi niya. So it causes damage, not just to the people around him, not just to his family, not just to his party. It causes damage to the country and the society as a whole. Oh. Tapos ito, good news, mapapalitan si Speaker Romualdez. This week, bad news, si Sandro ang magpapalit. What is this? Di ba? Yan ba matinong? Ewan ko, marami nag-aawat sa partido namin. Pero kami mga siguro may edad na kami talaga. We see trends in society. Kami, lahat kami dito na nandito ngayon nakikita ninyo. Mahaba na yung serbisyo namin sa gobyerno ko. May nakikita kayo dito sa entablado ito na pwede niyong batikusin or you can criticize the behavior of any congressman here. These are the most upright congressmen that we have here in Congress. They're the most experienced. They're the most knowledgeable. Walang nakakasama dito sa mga katarantaduhan na pinag-uusapan ngayon. And all of us are unanimous. We have to define the standards of behavior that we can demand from different congressmen. Not just ourselves, but everybody. Okay? Oh, yan, no? Mga ganyan na klase. Then, ito, titirahin na yung mga individuals. Tirahin niya si Secretary Dizon, tirahin niya si Secretary John Vic. Yung mga cabinet members, alam niyo, ako, I am not always praising cabinet members, but I appreciate the effort that they put to their jobs. Okay? I criticize people, but I respect them for what they do. Ito, this is not respect. It is not even disrespect. You know, it is crazy. Alam mo 'yon, ha? Wala eh. Oh. Inosente daw siya. Imagine that. Wala naman hustisya dito. Ano naman ang kasalanan ni Secretary Remulla sa kanya? Hindi ba? Ituro nga niya kung anong magpapatunay dyan sa sinasabi niyang ganyan, tapos papabayaan na lang natin. Again, I remind you, this is his official Facebook. Congressman Barsaga nakalagay sa taas. Okay? Next. O yan. Mga ganyan. Sige, next. Alright. So, now, we're going into the third basis for our bringing this before the Ethics Committee. Every public official must act with justness and sincerity and refrain from doing acts contrary to law, good morals, good customs, public policy, public order, public safety, and public interest. Using of abusive and obscene language, undermining public trust, bawal yun. Content is posted with reckless contempt instead of sincerity in his sites. Fans cynicism and hostility instead of fostering trust. Alam mo, in a time of deep divisions in our country today, I think it is incumbent on all of us, to try to, pagsamahin na natin lahat. If we will need to be together in a crusade against corruption, great. Di ba? Hindi yun ang mga pakay dito eh. Di ba? Oh, mga ganyan. Imagine, Mayor Alice Go, alam naman natin, this is a Chinese plant. Tapos, is potentially a sisi, but I still think she's cute. Ano yun? Tinitrivialize mo? Treason to the, being a traitor to the national government, papabayaan natin yan. Oh. Yan, no? Oh. Anyway, we will give you copies of this, so that makikita ninyo, ito kasi yung isasubmit namin sa Ethics Committee. Because this is our evidence. Okay? Let him explain it before the Ethics Committee. Na nagbibiro lang siya, na nagpapatawa lang siya. Whatever his explanation is. And again, even if I know, and many of us believe he is not well, we believe he still must be called account for his behavior because otherwise, then there will be a double standard. Di ba? There will be a standard for those that are not well, like him, and another standard for those like us who are well but will be held to account for this kind of behavior. One standard, everybody. If you're in Congress, you are presumed sound of mind. Di ba? Oh. So therefore, you must be willing to account for your actions. Next. Ito ngayon inciting to sedition. This is the other thing. Alam mo kami, maganda rin ito kasi madidefine natin mabuti. Siguro matagal nyo nang hindi naririnig ito Ako, nung nasa DILG ako, more than 15 years ago, this was very common, inciting to sedition. Maraming balik-balikan yan na ganyan. Okay? And you are in a position of authority, you need to judge. Okay? Because what is inciting to sedition against genuine opposition? Ganon Di ba? Yun ang mga kailangan pag-isipan dyan. Matagal na kasing hindi nagawa yan. Nung panahon ko, very clear kami. What is inciting to sedition? What is legitimate opposition? DILG ako. And I was implementing the interpretation during those days. Wala naman nagsabing hindi kami sumunod sa batas. Wala naman nagsabing we were unfair. No? Okay. Ito yan I think that for us here in Congress, it is better that the Committee on Ethics and Privileges will tell us what is their take on what is inciting to sedition. If it is, and if what this congressman is doing constitutes inciting to sedition, then they have to sanction the congressman, do whatever they think they should do with him. So ano yan? Okay, the application of this, that's the role, no? Yan, yung mga basahin nyo sa left side, that's what it is. The posts invite disaffection beyond mere insult, okay? Dangerous abuse of influence risking public distrust, okay? Oh. So, meron kaming, wag nyo sunugin ang House of Representatives bukas, may privilege speech pa ako sa Lunes. Okay. Nakakatawa, di ba? Kaya lang, this is said in the context of Nepal. Okay? It's said in the context of Nepal. And alam niyo yung nangyari sa Nepal. Sinunog yung House of Representatives. Di ba? O wag niyo munang gayahin yung Nepal kasi after Monday na lang. To me, that is inciting to something. Okay? O, next. Yan. Big protest. Never mind this, because it's just not true. Wala namang big. Nakita nyo naman kanina. Meron man na kayo nakitang big. O. Yan, mga ganyan. Pero kung susunugin ang Kongreso, bigyan mo sana kami ng oras para evacuate yung mga workers at important documents doon. Paulit-ulit yung wag niyong sunugin ng Kongreso, you don't burn the... Parang pinapasok niya sa dialogue yung susunugin yung Kongreso. That, to me, is inciting to something. Di ba? If not sedition, he's inciting people to do something. And I think it constitutes, to a certain extent, inciting to sedition. Next. Mga ganyan. Okay? So, these are going to be our evidence. We will give you, DepSec dyan, we will give the media copies of this presentation. Para makikita ninyo. Now, kayo na magsabi kung kami, unreasonable kami or hindi. Kayo na magsabi if we are violating the rules on fair play. No? If we are being unfair to this congressman who is, many people believe, unwell. Okay? Again, I will repeat. We want to establish standards of behavior that will apply to everyone. And if you get to Congress, you are presumed to be sound of mind. Okay? And if you are not, then you should not be in Congress. Di ba? Okay? So, we will be filing this very soon, kami sa mga partido namin. The party leaders are here so that you can further discuss with them. Baka sabihin nyo, ako lang nagsasalita dito. Opinion ko lang ito. Hindi. You know, this is something we discussed at length. We continue to discuss it, you know. And we wish we didn't have to do this because we do not want to hurt the mother. Ayaw namin saktan kasi si Mayor Jenny, but you know, siya na rin nagsasabi she cannot handle her son. And which is unfortunate kasi you know, Pilipino tayo, you know, and we know that family is always a very it's the strongest bond that we have in this world, no? So if the mother cannot deal with the son, you know, then maybe tayo, we help her deal with her son so that maybe he will be taught to, you know, be more sensible, no? And kuan. So again, sabi sa akin, patay ka sa Gen Z kasi nagta-trending yan ngayon. Yayariin ka sa social media. Di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, kasama sa trabaho yan. Di ba? Handa na ako na, you know, kakawawain tayo sa social media. Noong nakaraan nga, 80-20 nga, 80 against 20. Hindi ko naman pinapansin yun. Kasi bottom line, ang maghuhusga sa amin yung aming mga botante sa distrito. Kung sa tingin nila, mali yung ginagawa namin, paalam naman nila sa amin. Pero kung, as I believe, no, tama yung ginagawa namin sa tingin nila, siguro naman, sasang-ayunan nila lahat ito at tutulungan pa rin nila tayo sa mga darating na panahon. Okay? So, yan ang aming pahayag sa inyo ngayong hapon. As we speak, you know, as I mentioned earlier, nagkukampanya si Congressman Barsaga yun. And, you know, and people are polite, no? Hindi naman siya tinatalikuran. But siyempre, nobody wants to be involved with this thing kasi it is just so not normal. Diba? It is not normal. I mean, anybody can run for the speakership even if he has no support. Diba? But with this kind of a background, this way of portraying yourself, this way of trying to propagate your message in order to get some kind of support. It is probably not the best thing to do in this Congress of ours, which we are trying to make a body worthy of the people's trust. No? And we know how hard that's going to be, but we're not going to stop trying. So itong ginagawa namin dito is just an effort in the correct direction. Para kayo, sisingilin nyo rin kami later on. If we call these people, and in particular si Congressman Barsaga, to account for his behavior, you can call us to account also for behavior that you feel is not going to be proper. Walang samaan ng loob, trabaho lang natin lahat yan, trabaho nyo, trabaho namin. Magtrabaho nyo mag-criticize, trabaho namin sumagot. Pero ganun din, walang exception dapat, even if the person is unwell.